Steve Bannon and Jeffrey Epstein seem to be pretty good friends, to the point where there are countless communications between these folks in those Epstein files. But there is one communication between Epstein and Steve Bannon that really stuck out. Because this conversation, text messages between Bannon and Epstein told Bannon that it seems like Donald Trump is borderline. And I don't know if he's meaning like, he's borderline, he's about to jump over the edge and be totally crazy, or if he literally means borderline personality disorder. But Steve Bannon responded and said, I think it's beyond borderline. 25th Amendment. Steve Bannon, who is now and has always been Donald Trump's staunchest ally, goes out there and defends him every single day. And these messages, by the way, were from 2018, December 31st, 2018, to be exact. Even Steve Bannon was like, yeah, 25th Amendment. 25th Amendment. 7 years ago. 7 years ago, Steve Bannon, Donald Trump's closest friend, said 25th Amendment. And yet here we are, over half a decade later, with that same lunatic in the Oval Office, crazier than ever, more demented than ever. Steve Bannon still out there every day insisting that Trump is great and wonderful, and of course telling us he's gonna serve a third term in office. So what happened, Steve Bannon? How did Trump go 7 years ago from being totally crazy, needs to be removed, to being totally sane and can absolutely do the job today? Typically, people that are, crazy don't get uncrazy, right? Unless it's a drug-induced, problem or something that they can seek psychological help for. But Trump hasn't sought psychological help. Okay, he has not gone to therapy. He has not done anything to improve his mental state in these last 7 years. So why are you out there promoting him every single day, when you yourself are admitting in these private text messages with one of the worst human beings of this generation, telling him it's beyond borderline 25th Amendment? I think Steve Bannon's got some answers he needs to deliver to the public. I would also like to know why Bannon was texting with Jeffrey Epstein during this time at all, even up to, I think it was like 5 or 6 days before Epstein was finally arrested the second time. Because at this point, when Steve Bannon and Jeffrey Epstein are texting back and forth, being buddies, at one point Bannon's like, hey, I'm in France, can you send your plane to pick me up? Epstein had already served his initial, very cushy prison sentence. So there was no secret anymore about what Epstein was, what he did, and what he enjoyed. But it was after all of that became public that he became friends with Steve Bannon. So Steve Bannon made the conscious choice to be friends with this guy, knowing everything he knew about what he did. And I think that, of course, is also a major point that needs to be discussed, and Steve Bannon needs to answer some questions about that. His audience is one of the biggest groups of people demanding the full release. Epstein's a monster. He's a monster that your guy was apparently super close friends with, close enough to where he texted him and was like, dude, send your plane. I'm in France. Come get me. Yeah. I think Steve Bannon's audience needs to rethink probably everything about their entire lives at this point. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.